I'm Shanora Williams, and this is the Incoherent Fangirls podcast.
Welcome to the Incoherent Fangirl.
Where I'm not quite sure what day it is. Everything is very confusing. Time has no meaning.
But in the next segment, she's going to tell you exactly what day it is.
Only because I looked at the calendar. I had no clue until moments ago.
Yeah. I'm Mandy of the Hail Mary.
And I'm Karen of Ravenskull. Welcome back to the podcast, friends. We made it. We survived.
I survived my illness, but if you can't make me laugh, because when I laugh, I choke.
The
I
air did
started to
not
a minute ago.
kill her. We're
Not
doing okay.
yet. Yeah.
Okay, so in our timeline, according to the calendar, it's April 9th. And in your timeline, it's allegedly April 17th. I think that is how that works.
Weird.
That's confusing. I don't know. Timey-wimey shit. Everything is weird. I've been off of work. I went to Disneyland. Lots of confusing things happening over here. I don't know. I slept until 3 p.m. yesterday.
Yeah, who even are you with that?
I
That's
don't
weird.
know. I'm all over the place. So things are weird.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, this week in fangirling, what did you do, Mandy?
Josh and I had a little date night and we went and saw Project Hail Mary. So we have Rylan Grace who wakes up in space with two dead astronauts and no idea how he got there. Slowly he be it's a little spoilery, but it's also like the general plot of the movie, so I'm okay telling you. Slowly he begins to remember that the sun is dying. Because of this parasite known as astrophage, which is essentially like a star eater. And it's called the Petrova line of the path of this parasite across space, and it's eating all of the stars that it comes across. Earth has about 30 years before much of the human, plant, and animal populations go extinct. Earth has one Hail Mary option: a trip to a distant star that seems to be immune to the astrophage, to see why and to see if that cure can be brought to Earth to like save humanity. I laughed, I cried, I may have threatened to kill myself in the theater if something happened. I literally was like, if blank but blank happens, I'm gonna kill myself. 1,000 out of 10. It is so good. You will laugh, you will cry. Yeah, it's one of the best movies I've seen in a long time.
Okay.
And it's got Ryan Gosling. I mean, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Super, super good. Then it was Easter, so we had Easter with the family. The twins and I made deviled brownies. So we made brownies in egg shapes, and then one of the baker twin put like she made her buttercream, and we did like a little dollop so it looked like a deviled egg, but it was a brownie.
Cute.
Then we went to my sister's house and brought all of the kids their Easter baskets. I don't know how to stop myself in Easter basket making.
You're very extra.
I'm very extra. So that took a while to open Easter baskets, and my sister made this whole spread of food. I also made an 11-layer cake. It was a 13-layer. I baked 13 layers. 2 of the layers had some tragedy befall them. So it was an 11-layer cake. So Southern 11-layer cake with the crazy, you have to work really fast or it's all going to fall apart icing. That was a time. One of the twins was laughing at me because I'm in the kitchen just going, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared for 2 hours because I don't bake. I cook. I don't like to bake. It's stressful. But everybody's happy with the desserts, so
Well,
we're
that's all
happy.
that matters.
I haven't finished. I don't really know why. I've been a little busy, but I got Release Me by Tahada Mafi a day early. It came a day early. We've got 30-year-old Aaron Warner POV. I die.
That's all you need.
Obviously, I can't give much of the plot away because it's the second book in the second series of an already
Right.
well-established world. Just know that Aaron Warner's a DILF now. You just, what else? What else do you do with that?
You
Um,
try and survive. You
yeah,
try. You do your
I've
best.
been trying to catch up on Abbott Elementary. I'm like right at the end of season 4, so I've just been kind of putting that on in the background. A lot
Okay.
of fun. It's what my life could have been because I wanted to be a teacher. The whole
Yes.
life had other plans. Um, but yeah, so funny. Live, laugh, love it. Quinta Brunson can do no wrong. Um,
Agree.
one of the twins is watching The Walking Dead, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm to the point where that one guy from Abbott Elementary is now there." I was like, "Yeah, everybody hates Chris." She
Oh
had no
my
idea what I was talking
God.
about with that part.
That's funny.
Yeah. And then I'm about halfway through Mayhem and the Mortal by Shannara Williams, which we will talk about later.
Yay.
What about you?
I so as we know, I did not grow up religious, and so I very much did not realize that it was Easter Sunday when I planned my trip to Southern California to go to Disneyland. So that was fun. We drove down, so we had reservations for Monday to go to Disneyland to see the new like Bluey show and do the Food and Wine Festival and all of that for the last day of our 3-day ticket. And we had our reservation set. Heather had her reservation set. I'm on my phone, and all of a sudden, I see an alert, a notification pop up saying Heather changed this event on your shared calendar. And it was the Bluey and Food and Wine Festival event. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, did she add another reservation for her to go like again? And I went into my calendar and it was moved. She had changed that one. And I text her, I'm like, are you not planning to go on Monday? Because we can't go on the 20th. Her spring break is next week. And she was like, oh shit, I forgot we were going together. I thought it was a random reservation I did for myself.
Oh no.
And so she spent a couple days trying to like switch her reservation back because it immediately got snapped up. And luckily it all worked out in the end, but it was like there was a moment there where we were like, are we about to go to Disneyland without Heather?
Without you?
Oh
Weird.
no. That would be weird. So it all worked out, but we did get to go to Disneyland. We went um and saw the Bluey show, which was very cute. We ordered all of the Bluey themed food. And they had it was a Pizza Girls baked potato. So it was a baked potato, but with like pepperoni pizza toppings,
Oh, yeah.
which was really good. My only complaint is I wish that they had, and I know this is like not how you do a baked potato, but like I wish they had like scraped the potato and then mixed all the toppings and put it
Yeah,
in
because you lose the
because
toppings.
you lose the toppings immediately.
Yeah.
But it was very good. There was a pavlova parfait, which was also really good, very fruity, very refreshing. There were some Dutch pancakes, some poffertjes, and then there was oh my gosh, I can't remember what else. There was a pineapple limeade drink with an a watermelon shaped like ice pop, which was so good, super refreshing, and it was really funny because like the little seeds on the watermelon were chocolate. So it was like you had this like
Oh,
fruity refreshment and then just tiny,
little
tiny little
chocolates.
pieces of chocolate, which was fun. They had like they fully decked out the theater area with all kinds of Bluey stuff. There were photo ops and play spots for the kids, and it was fun. It was a fun show, but it was so packed. The whole park was so packed
Yeah.
that
I was
day.
gonna say people go to Disney specifically on Easter.
And it was, well, it was the day after Easter, and we were
I mean,
like,
like, yeah, for the
right, but we were like, oh, it's probably gonna be, I don't know. We had this idea like, oh, it's gonna be not it'll be busy, but it won't be that bad. And it was like, no, it was packed. DCA was a little bit better. Disneyland was much more full, but yeah, it was crazy. A lot of things kept breaking down, which was upsetting. Lines were ridiculous all day. There was one point where we were like, we walked into DCA and Heather was like, okay, what are we gonna do first? And I was like, guys, if I do not get food in me right now, it's about to be everybody's problem because it was like lunchtime and we hadn't eaten since when we first got there in the morning. And I was like, I could feel myself about to snap. I was like, we need to get food right
Yeah.
now or everything's being burned down because I am so angry. So yeah, but it was a good time. It was funny because my eyes are like bothering the hell out of me. I don't know what's going on. There was this one we were walking and I heard like overheard somebody say, "Yeah, yesterday was like not this busy. I don't know why. I figured it would be this." I'm like, I
Everybody thought
know
that. Yeah.
I know that I didn't realize it was Easter. I didn't realize that other people didn't realize it was Easter as well. I was
Some
like,
people go I don't know about Disneyland, but like Disney World has like the Easter bunny that comes out and
oh
whatever.
yeah. I know
But
that
then
we have
everybody's like, "Oh, well, spring break start. Everybody's going to be at the park on Easter, so we'll go the day after when they're going home."
mhm.
There's That doesn't exist anymore. There's never like
It
you're
was
never going to get a solitary day.
I fully just did not realize it was Easter, and I was like, it's the first day of her spring break, and we need to use this ticket before May, basically.
Yeah.
And so I was like, let's just do that. We'll do like a couple of days with Heather, and then we'll come home, and then she'll just be off at home. And I took the whole week off for her spring break so that I could get some cleaning done, and I did not do any of that because I'm very confused about life right now. I'm like,
Yeah.
what day is it? I don't know. But no, it was fun. Disneyland was fun. And then I read, not a lot, I read The Song Rising by Samantha Shannon, which is book 3 in the Bone Season series, which means I can't really tell you anything about
Right.
it. We're 3 books in. Like, it's all spoilers at this point, but it's so good. The way that she can build this world out so intricately and weave so much into it and keep adding to it because they're going to new places in addition to like all the things that are happening back home is just it's magical. She's so good.
Yeah.
She's such a good writer. I read The Intern by Rebecca Kincaid, which is book 2 in the Billionaire's Successor series. It's a series of standalones because, it's a romance. So you have book 1 was Gray Davenport, who was the future CEO of Davenport Ridgeway. And now
Mhm.
this book follows, I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name because I'm a mess and I have no notes. Um, but he is Davis Ridgeway. So he's the other part of Davenport Ridgeway. He's eventually going to be the CFO of Davenport Ridgeway. 10 years ago, he had a one night stand with Olivia Nolan. He thought that they like really hit it off and they were, like she was really interested in him. After they sleep together, he finds out that his brother had propositioned her to sleep with him for $10,000.
My God.
And she didn't want to do it. She was like, I like him. I would sleep with him for free. But she was stuck. They were in Switzerland at the time. Her boyfriend dumped her while they were on a trip to Switzerland and he had paid for everything. He canceled her ticket. So she had no way home. And she needed to get back home because she had a 9-year-old brother who she had full custody of and needed to
Oh,
get back and so she was desperate and she felt so bad about it. And what she didn't know is that it was Davis's first time And so he was extra hurt by it. They have a big, he's obviously feels very betrayed. He is like, you send the money back. And she's like, yes, absolutely. And she's like, no, I will pay you. And she's like, floored. And then he just kicks her out and they never see each other again until 10 years later, where she gets hired as an intern at Davenport Ridgeway. And she doesn't realize, she's like, he's a big deal. He's like super boss. So I'm never going to run into him. It'll be fine.
Right.
Turns out she's got the most prestigious of their internships and is actually the internship that works directly with Davis.
Uh-huh.
And so he didn't hire her, but once he saw her name and information, he had this whole plan to get her to fall for him so that he could like betray her essentially and make her feel how bad he felt back then. But of course, things don't work out that way because it's a romance novel and you can't just throw away your feelings that easily.
No, you can't.
So it's a good time. And then I read Witchlings and the Golden Censored Games by Claribel A. Ortega. I censor it because my best friend here has one very specific trigger, so I will not say that word. So this is a fun middle grade series. You have Seven, who is like the main character, and she has turned, I think she's 11, 12-ish, around there, and she has to get sorted into a coven, right? And so there are like, I think it's 5 covens, and then anybody you can only have like 5 people sorted into each coven, and any of the witchlings that are left over go into the spare coven. And they're basically like the outcast of society. And she's like worried that she's going to get sorted as a spare. But she's like, no, best friends always get sorted into the same house. And her best friend Poppy gets sorted into House Hyacinth. And that's the house that they were both like wanting to get sorted into. Unfortunately, that's not how that works. And she does end up being a spare. And so as they are closing out this like sorting ceremony, all of the covens, they have to like seal the sorting, and all of them get sealed except for the spare coven. And so as the like grand is about to seal everybody and end the ceremony, Seven is like, no, wait, we will attempt the impossible task, because if they don't get sealed, they will lose their magic. And so she does not want that to happen. She's like, we will take on the impossible task. It's like this caveat where like if a coven is not able to be sealed for whatever reason, they can do this task and then they can kind of earn their way back into it.
Yeah.
And so her and her 2 coven mates, Valley and Thorn, are set with the task of destroying the Night Beast. And so the whole book is them trying to figure out how their children, actual literal children, but they have to destroy this dangerous monster. And it turns out there's a lot more underfoot than it appears at first. And they uncover some things that could change the entire course of how the witch community kind of exists. And it's so good. It's so fun. And it's I really like the fact, like, okay, their names are Seven, Valley, and Thorn, and they all get like there's a prophecy name that they're given when they're born, and they don't necessarily like know what the prophecy means for like what their name means. And so there's a moment where they like, and this is kind of spoilery, but there's a moment where they like find out what their prophecy is, and it's like apparently it's like really special, like for a witch to find out what their prophecy name means, and to have like whoever is around you at that time, it's like really special for everybody. And it's so cute because like Valley has been bullying Seven since they were small kids, and so she's like, oh no, now I have to be in a coven with her, And
Yeah,
so
now
there's
it
a
can be
lot of
nice
tension
too.
there back and forth. But it's so good. It's so good. And of course, the second book, the Golden Censored Games, continues on with their story. And
Yeah.
and I know that I told you when I first started reading it that you probably wouldn't want to because she has a pet that is
Ugh.
censored. It doesn't. He doesn't go away. There's not. There's more of them actually. So
This is the worst thing I've ever heard.
maybe don't read the series, but it's
I
really
won't,
good.
don't worry.
It's really good. It's really cute. And I think it's a really fun alternative for kids now to read about a wizarding world in which children are sorted into covens and have to go on adventures.
Yeah.
Written by a
Without the
BIPOC
hate speech.
person
Yeah.
who actually gives a damn about humanity.
Hmm.
So it's really great. I really like it. So yeah, that's what I read. I'm 90% of the way through Mayhem and the Mortal. I will be immediately logging off and finishing the rest of this because things have happened and I want to know how it plays out, obviously.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that more shortly.
All right. Do you have a fictional boyfriend this week?
Ugh. You know what? I don't think I have a fictional boyfriend, but I will say that I would love to just hang out with Seven Valley and Thorn and just be like their big sister and
Yeah.
mentor and hang out with them and guide them through life. Like it's so hard because it's like you're seeing these 12-year-olds and they're going through 12-year-old things in addition to having to
Magic.
do
Yeah.
magic and go on these tasks that are wildly dangerous. But also it's just like the whole teenage stuff and I just want them to have a guide. They're so
Yeah.
sweet. So yeah,
Sweet
that's what I would
babies.
say. I'm not going to ask you. That would be silly.
It's Aaron Warner. It's Aaron Warner. But I also put Rylan Grace because he's witty, but he's a hot mess, but he's super smart, but not in a cocky way. In a disheveled scientist way, science teacher way.
That's
But now
fair.
he's on this solo mission to save the whole world because the whole world includes his students. And he looks
Oh,
like Ryan Gosling, so I mean,
I mean, we do love that.
sold.
A man with a conscience.
I
Gasp.
know. I know.
What
But very
crazy.
real flaws too.
Uh,
It's so good.
Wild.
I gotta read the book, but it's so good.
I like it. It's unfortunate that the author is not a good person.
Are they? I have no idea.
From what I've seen from several authors, it's like, yeah, he's a douchebag. I'm
Oh.
like, oh, that
I
sucks.
mean, you're allowed to be a douchebag if you're not problematic about it.
Right. I don't know. I don't know the details. I
Yeah.
didn't dig that far. I just saw a lot of people were like, yeah, he sucks. Like, that's unfortunate.
Eh,
But,
yeah, whatever.
that's such is life.
Yeah.
That sound means we have an intruder alert.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. We are talking to Shanora Williams. We're talking about Mayhem and the Mortal. Oh my gosh.
Can we even?
I can't even. Welcome to the
Welcome.
podcast. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank y'all for having me. I'm excited. I've been
Of
excited about this since you last mentioned it. I feel like you mentioned it on Threads one
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yes.
was
And
like,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I hope that we can make this work. So yay, I'm so
Yes.
excited. Okay, so the first question we always ask, I feel like sometimes is the most difficult for authors, and that is, can you give us the elevator pitch for the book?
Gosh, yeah, that is difficult. Because I'm the type that's like, read the flap in the book. That's
Right?
Yeah.
It's like I wrote many words. Why do you want
I
me
wrote
to break it
enough.
down?
yeah, like I mean, I guess I would say it's about Zara, and she ends up hiring this sorcerer assassin who she doesn't realize is an assassin, and they go on this quest and have to save her sister from a deadly curse. But the quest is literally a quest. Like there's so much chaos happening. Hence the title. It's like Mayhem and the Mortal.
Yes.
He's Mayhem, she's the Mortal. Okay.
And
So
it's
that's
Yeah.
amazing.
literally that. And they're just going through this insane journey to get to this one place called the Shallows, which is like this deadly island, and they have to find a stone. But, it's not a direct trip. That's all I'll say. There's
Right.
just stops everywhere.
I love it. So
Yes.
where did this story come from? Like what made it be born in your brain? Like what sparked it?
That's funny because somebody just asked me that last week, and I was like, when I was planning it, it was all about like Thane and him being an assassin. And I've always wanted to write a fictional assassin, like male. Like I wanted a guy, but also one who was not like, like he's broody and serious, but I wanted him to deal with somebody who wasn't like complete opposite of him
Yeah.
to see how they would react. Like I love the grumpy sunshine trope.
Yeah.
So I love like okay, John Wick is my favorite. I will mention that every single time because the third movie is the one that inspired Thane because I was like, he's an assassin and he's now a wanted assassin for $14 million in John Wick. And he's wanted by other assassins. So he's a killer wanted by other killers. And I was like, that's chaotic.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna, yeah, I like that concept of that. And like no one could take him down, so the bounty kept increasing and increasing. And it's just like how Thane is, like people try to kill him and you can't kill him because he's too
Mm.
good. So too good of a killer. Which is killers killing killers, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the Spider-Man meme where they're all
Yes,
Right.
just like, I got you.
yes. So I was like, yeah, that's the like inspiration behind it was him to start. And
Yeah.
it was just a matter of like building a world around it, I guess, that made sense for that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, I guess that answers one of my questions is was like what your like writing process. What comes first for you? Is it the characters? Is it the plot? Is it the setting? Things like that. And how do you go about writing? Like, are you a plotter? Are you a pantser? Does it just kind of change with each book?
I'm definitely like the characters always come first for me. Like it's like to the point where I might have schizophrenia because I hear voices. So I'm always like, who's talking? There's a voice in my head. I need to write it down. So it's like a character who kind of just like pops up in my head with like some random quote. And I'm like, who are you? You're intriguing me. And if it's a good a saying, like kind of like an intrusive thought almost. Like things
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
say, but it's like, okay, a character would say this. So most times it comes from my characters, but um I'm definitely more of a pantser than a plotter. Like I'll have like bullet point plots,
Hmm.
but there's never a guarantee that I'll stick to those like plots. That's why I can't outline. Like I know some people who love outlining authors, but I'm not a heavily detailed outliner because I will never stick to the outline like
Yeah.
ever.
You're like, I can't be constrained in
Yeah.
this
No, I
box.
can't. I need
That's
to
Right.
like
Well,
too,
be so
because
good.
they're
yeah.
it's I mean, you have these characters and they're talking to you and then it's like, no, that's not correct. Why are you
Yeah.
going in that
Yeah. And the more
direction?
you're with them, they're revealing to you their journey.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they do what they want. So,
They
and that's
really
that. I mean,
do.
you can control them a little bit, but I feel like especially for Thane, like there were some moments in the book and I was like, why did he just kill that person? But okay, we're just gonna roll with it. Like he wanted to kill him. Okay, he killed him.
You're like, that's
It
just what he
made
was
sense.
feeling.
Right. In his moment, I'm gonna kill you. Or,
Yeah.
punch a prince in the face. Like so
Which was
it's like,
so
yeah.
good. It made
Yeah,
me
he's just
laugh.
like, whatever. Yeah.
Look,
Just
okay, I wrote, look, I love our mayhem and our mortal, but I have to admit that someone else has stolen. I'm not fully done.
ooh,
Someone else has stolen the entire show for me.
Algar.
Algar has had me in stitches.
I
Yes.
knew it.
Are you doing her? Can I? I howled.
He's
I
so
howled.
good.
How do you
I love
balance like
him.
trickling in like humor and like lightening the mood while keeping the stakes of the story high?
I don't know.
Like
I
her
feel like
sister is
Algar.
gonna die.
Right. And
Like,
she's
come
just
on.
like, and he's
We're
like,
laughing.
you're having too much fun and your sister's about to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Algar was like a compilation of like all of my like sarcasm, but also like, oh, okay, well, that was weird. Like kind of like a offbeat person. Like, get with the program, sir. We're all about to die. And he's like, well,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess
are
so.
we?
Like he's
I
just
guess.
but I love him. He was like he kind of reminds me of like my family too. Like we just have like these little quips where we're just saying things and it's like that's just how we are. But he honestly came the most natural, honestly, from all of the characters. He was the most natural to write, which probably says a lot about me. So Yeah, because he was
I love
definitely,
him so
yeah.
much.
And I
He
love
is a
everybody
show.
has like they're like him and Zephyr, they're like their favorite, like protect them
Yeah.
at all
Yeah.
costs. Yeah, that's how they
They're
feel.
so fun. And yeah, I'm further along and I've got like 10% left. I'm literally
Yeah.
like once we log off here, I'm like diving back in. I've
Her
ignored
face when I logged in, she was like, she didn't
I've
want to
ignored
stop.
literally everything today because I have been reading this book. So I'm like so yes, I'm very invested in everything that is happening with these people. I want to talk about the dedication that you wrote for this one because I love it so
Mhm.
much. You wrote for every reader who has wanted more melanin woven into stories with magic, and it makes me so happy. Can you
Yeah.
talk about kind of the impetus that like pushed you to write to start writing stories? Like, was it specifically because you weren't seeing yourself
Mhm.
represented, or was it just like this? I know a lot of authors say like I just have to write.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, like what's your author origin story?
Well, so for me now, like I feel like re more recently, especially when I was younger, I definitely was more into representation. I was like, I mean, I was so used to like putting myself and inserting myself as the character. So, but I also, you can easily notice like when a character is of color or not by the
Mhm.
descriptions. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I've never, it was very rare that I read books where the people or the main characters were of color. And
Mhm.
then, no, it's just like a huge thing, especially within the Black community. So, like, that's why a lot of people are just like, excited and wanting more because I'm like, we want to see us. Like, yeah, and I think that's important to have representation of like any kind in any field is important because it makes you feel less alone. I mean, for me, it
Mm-hmm.
does. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like that is a big factor for me. But when I was younger, it's crazy because I had started writing characters who were like all white. And this may have come from like my childhood. I grew up in a very predominantly white like city, a small town. I went to three schools that were predominantly white. So it was always like kind of like you want to shrink yourself and not be seen too much as the Black girl, which is crazy to think now. Because like
Mhm.
if I
Yeah.
were the way that I am now back then, I'd be like, F all y'all. I'm trying to
Right.
Yeah.
be every all y'all. But because back then you want to be, fit in and be, you're young, you're in school and stuff. And so you try to act a certain way, or people have these like microaggressions, like, oh, your hair is different today, or it's weird today. And I'm like, what's weird about braids? Like I had
Right.
simple braids, like just styles and um used to think something was wrong with you and like you weren't supposed to be represented because you're not the standard or whatever. So now I'm like, I have the opportunity. And it was important for me, especially in this, because I wanted to see two main characters who were of color with a publisher like Red Tower. Like they're
Yeah.
a pretty big publisher and they're, I think, working on their diversity and incorporating more of that. And they had like no issue with getting this one, like out there. So I was
Right.
happy about that because they were like, yes, make them the way that you want them. And they didn't try to water down anything. They did water down Thane a lot. Um, as far as him being like certain things that he said. Algar too. There was a lot of like, things that they said. They was like, this might be a little insensitive. Like that's just how they are. But I mean, but like things like that where it's like, um, but yeah, like I appreciate them for letting me incorporate like so many characters of color in this book. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun to do that and to see, you know, or to mention, brown skin, brown
Yeah.
skin or night, like just different. Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
funny that you said that, like, when you first started writing, you were writing like white characters. I recently was going through a lot of like my old stuff and I found like an old notebook where I was writing and I was like, why are these people white?
That's how I
Where
feel.
did y'all come from?
What is happening?
Some of my books that I've published that I first published, the book that of mine that hit the New York Times is a book with two white characters. And you'll never see me promote that book
Yeah.
because it's not like nothing against, like I'm proud of that book and what it did. But at the same time, it's like I did it because I wanted to fit in, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah.
then, I published it, it was nearly 12 years ago. It was completely different in publishing back then. So
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
anything, that's what worked back then for contemporary romance. And it was two white people on the cover, and I was like, well, I guess
Yeah.
make them white, like so.
Right. You
What a
feel like you
great
have to
time for
do.
us
Yeah,
to live right now, though, to have
yeah,
all of this like wonderful, diverse. I mean, it's publishing is still very white. Let's not get that
Yeah.
twisted. But I
yeah.
love that we're seeing more of our stories being
Yeah, and I feel like
promoted.
that's important. And then like people really do show up for those stories too. I think the
Yes.
thing with publishers is they think they know everything, and I'm like, you don't.
They
Like
don't.
You
They
you
don't
don't.
don't.
at all.
Like we see what's happening a little closer, especially as an author who's, more involved. I feel like I can see things a little more than they can. Like I can
Yeah.
tell, you can tell what a reader is interested in and whether or not. Like I don't know if you read Our Vicious Oaths by Nia Davenport,
I was
but
literally just looking at that my copy
yeah, and
earlier.
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
that's one
I'm
that
so
people were
excited to
like
read.
flocking to because they were like,
Yes.
oh, a Black romantasy. Wow, that I've not seen that in ever. Like, what is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, and it's like that's the problem.
That's the
Yeah,
Because your
problem.
boardroom is probably
yeah,
all white people
yeah.
Exactly.
writing
And like
all
people
of
are
this.
so excited. And yeah,
Yeah.
fantasy still has a long way to go, I think, in like getting more diversity there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But fortunately, there are more coming, which is good. So, but
Yes.
it's gonna, I mean, any genre, honestly. Even me, like writing thrillers, is like, you know, there is now a high demand. Like people are upset that I don't have a thriller coming out this summer because I just don't have one yet. Like it's not out yet.
Yeah.
Right? But
Yeah.
they're like, what? Why? Like, who else am I supposed to go to? And I'm like,
I can only
okay,
write
bring
so
more
much.
people.
Listen, I'm just one person. I'm
Right.
just a
It's like, what?
girl.
So what thriller am I supposed to read now? What? Yeah. And I'm like, well, and they, can't really find like another. I mean, you can find one. It's just a little trickier because there are not a lot of traditionally published Black authors
Yeah.
writing the type of thrillers that I do. And I think they want more of
Right.
the domestic
Yeah.
and like
And I think
those
that's
type
the
of
thing. I
thrillers.
think that
Yeah.
you hit it on the head is like indie
Mhm.
publishing has so much more diversity and
Yeah.
and
Yes.
unfortunately traditional publishing is what gets the marketing dollars and what
Yeah.
gets
Yeah.
put in front of
Yeah.
people. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. But I'm telling
I'm
them, I'm
li-
like, I'm working on it, guys. It's just
I'm
taking
trying.
I'm
time.
doing my best, okay?
I just
Guys,
had a
come
book
on.
release. Like,
Right?
Come on. Read some
like
romantasy.
what? Yeah. Like
Like I'm a white lady. I know that like there's no shortage of babies that look like me, but my nieces that live with me, they're twins, they are biracial. And
oh
so I
yeah.
like for me it's really important for them to see themselves
Yeah.
too in
Yeah.
these stories. I may hold off on sharing this one because they're teenagers still. And I don't know that I can
No,
put
don't
spice in their hands quite yet,
no, don't
but
do that.
You're like, if they find it on their own, that's one thing.
if
If
they pull
I
it off the
handed it to
shelf,
them,
I'm
that's
not going to censor them.
See,
I
because
just can't quite
I'm the
yet.
yeah.
same. Yeah. I wouldn't hand it to you, but like I used to pick up books all the time and be like, when
Hmm.
I was younger,
Yeah,
hey,
I'm not
that
censoring
influenced a
nobody
lot
what they're
of
reading.
what I write
Yeah.
now.
But yeah, it's really special that my
Yeah.
girls are going to grow up in a different world than I did, where they're going to see themselves in
Yes.
so many spaces that they wouldn't have before. So I love
Yeah.
that. And I just hope it gets even more,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, keep
Yeah.
it
Because
coming.
it's hard
Yes.
being in the moment of it, I guess, trying to like provide that too, versus like me wanting, I want to see more of that myself. Like, I want to read them too. Like, I don't want to just write them.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
You're
I
like, I
I
want,
don't
also,
have to put
this
in
is
all that work. Like I want it to be a hobby too that I read them.
right.
right.
But yeah, I mean, it's more coming for sure, but
Yes.
it's still a little ways to go. But I think it'll get better for sure.
Yeah.
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 I also really love on
Um,
a like a smaller scale that you had her have glasses.
Yes. Say
I
that.
feel like that's such a thing in especially like action, adventure, fantasy where they're going on quests. Like we don't ever see somebody with glasses and then to have like that be a problem for her too.
She had like Velma moments
so
too.
This is
real.
the most
Yeah.
relatable thing ever. It made me
Well,
so
and the fact that
happy.
she's like just a girl.
Yes.
Right?
It's not like
I'm not the
suddenly
chosen
I have
one.
lightning power. Suddenly
Right?
I know how to
She's
shoot a bow and
she
arrow.
is
Yeah.
literally just a
Just a
girl
girl.
and
She was
it's
baking
amazing.
and drinking tea and making bread and
Yeah.
reading.
Yeah.
Like just a girl,
Yes.
literally. Thinking about her day.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
So yeah,
her so
she
much.
definitely had her like Velma moments for sure in the book. Like,
Yes.
my glasses, where are my, yeah.
Oh
It was great. It was just like it's so fun to like be in this fantastical world and have things that are so relatable to like our normal world, and that was just so fun.
Yeah, because that's literally me. Like I'm like I can't see. Like
Oh
what?
yeah. I'm due for like a new prescription. We were at one of my niece's soccer games last night, and her twin was like, "Is she on the field?" And I was like, "Baby, I don't know.
I know.
We're way up in these
I don't know. I
bleachers.
I
can't
got
see.
I
nothing.
have no. I see the shapes of these players. I have no idea.
Just the shape.
I have no idea. You've got young eyes.
Right. I'm
Shouldn't you
like,
know this? It's your twin sis. Shouldn't you feel her?
right. You should do it right.
That twin
Mom.
tuition thing, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, they did it the other day. One was here, and she said, I was sleeping and I woke up and my heart was like racing and fluttering, and I don't know why. The other one got home from a soccer game, and she was like, yeah, in the middle of the game, I almost asked him to take me out because my heart started like racing.
What?
Stop it, you
That's
creeps.
Oh,
crazy.
crazy.
I believe things like
Okay.
that. I think that's legit a thing. Like
It
it,
Yeah.
is.
they
Oh,
shared
But
a
there's
link.
no
And
way.
yeah,
yeah.
There's
like
no way they
Yeah.
knew that
Yeah.
about
They
each other,
just,
that we'd
that,
had a conversation about it.
that's
yeah.
so, ugh.
Wow.
Okay, so there are so many fun creatures in this book outside of like the humans. You've got little tiny dragons
Yeah.
and these like opalescent
Oh,
horses.
I have art, guys, of
Ugh.
I need
but
to
she's
see
not
them.
she's like I don't even know how to describe Zephyra. Like she has like a dragon pattern scale, like scale pattern, but it's fur. Like and she
I
just
love
reminds
her
me of like
I
so
love her so
much.
much.
I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but can you see that? That's Alexander. Yeah.
I want to eat
She's supposed to
her,
be a
but not
little bit
in the bad
smaller than
way.
me.
Like I just want
Yeah.
to eat
She's
a
like,
cat.
but yeah, I think she just made her a little bit bigger for the detail, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I get to
So
share those
cute.
soon. I'm excited. But yeah, it's like, yeah, little
I
creatures.
Did
love.
you know going in that you were gonna have like make us all jealous that we can't have these
No, honestly,
creatures?
she came out of nowhere. I was just like he needs like I love characters who have like sidekicks. Like
Yeah.
I've never seen Rapunzel, like with the little gecko or yeah, like
Yeah.
that
Yes,
type
yes.
of thing. Like I love the ones that kind of like assist but are quiet and just make noises and squeaks and stuff. They're so cute. So I was like, I want to do that. Yeah. Like those are always like the best characters too. Like they say
Yeah.
nothing,
Yes.
they become the favorites. Like the
Yeah.
best.
100%. Because they have such personality and so
Yeah.
little words.
Mhm.
And
Like,
Rapunzel has the gecko and the horse, the sassy
Yes, the
horse
horse.
too.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. The horse was honestly, that was me. That was my attitude.
Yeah.
But give me food. Yeah.
Yeah.
yes, I would like
Very
food. I
food
am highly
motivated.
motivated.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
we would love to keep you forever and ever and ever. We did promise that we wouldn't though. So
Yeah.
we do have a couple questions that we always ask, and this is like the moment where everything you've ever consumed leaves your brain.
Okay.
It's just this weird phenomenon. We don't know why it happens. It just does. So we have a question. We have a segment on the podcast that we call Fictional Boyfriend of the Week, where we pick a fictional character that we're really vibing with. It doesn't necessarily have to be a boyfriend. I've had a fictional granny. Mandy's had a fictional son. Just, any fictional characters, and that's our person. We would love to know. Do you have any fictional characters where you're like, that's my boo, that's my bestie, that everybody needs to know this person?
Like of like everything or like just
With
book.
whatever,
Oh,
any books, movie,
anything.
television, video games, any kind of
Celebrity.
media.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Tommy Shelby. Tommy Shelby. Yeah.
Fair.
Peaky Blinders. That's
Yeah.
like my go-to. Like, yeah, I just his demeanor. I love his demeanor. I love his just like you never know what he's gonna do next. Like I just love a very calculating character.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
need
It's
to go
so good.
finish that. I watched
Yeah,
a few episodes. I'm very
it's a slow
squeamish,
start.
and I'm
Yeah.
squeamish, and
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it has
so
like
I would have to like watch it like this a lot, I think, but that's
yeah, it is a lot of yeah.
okay.
But yeah, I think he would be yeah, definitely Tommy Shelby.
It's
Killian
a
Murphy.
good one.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
I love him in an interview too, because he
Yeah.
can't
Oh,
control
yes.
that
Literally
face.
my attitude. Yeah, like
That
he
face
literally
talks
would
so
come over.
loud.
Yeah, I love him.
Okay. Another question that we always ask is, we love your book and we're gonna shout about it from the rooftops. When
Yes.
you're not writing, what are you reading? Do you have any books that you recommend?
Um, what was I reading? I was reading the thriller and it was called Welcome to the Family by
Ooh.
AJ something. but it was like on Kindle Unlimited, and I was just reading it, and I was like, this is good. Like, I was
Yeah.
pretty good. I'm trying to figure out what's happening, but I'm hoping it's not as predictable as I'm thinking. You know, like
Yeah.
sometimes they kind of flip the script in a thriller. So I'm like, I was reading that, and then I had just started Dagger Mouth by H.M. Wolf, which
Ooh.
Mhm.
has been interesting. I can't wait to get deeper into that one. So yeah, those have been the ones that I've been going back and forth. But I haven't been able to read like I want to.
Yeah.
Mm, it
Yeah.
I feel
happens,
like the
unfortunately.
scariest thought in the world is being a thriller writer and having another thriller writer read your book.
Yeah,
So
honestly,
scary.
yeah, because it's like, am I gonna guess what's happening? Some I can kind of like predict. There are some good ones where I'm like, oh, okay, I did not see that. But 9 times out of 10, I feel like I can sort of predict. And that's the
Yeah.
thing too with like the thriller audience is like they're hard to please because they're like sleuths. Like they're like, I know
Yeah.
what's gonna happen. Like
Yeah.
I this was stupid. I figured it out. And I'm like,
That
okay.
bubblegum wrapper that he dropped in chapter 2.
Like
It's the
detective.
clue. Yeah.
Why is she mentioning bubblegum? Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm
Oh
like,
my.
that's trash. They dropped their
Yeah.
trash in the trash. You're just
Right.
setting the scene.
I love it. All
Mhm.
right. Final question. What comes next? What are you working on? What can you talk about? What can we expect from you?
Um, I have no, well, I am working on it. I just finished a thriller. Just finished, literally like 2 days ago. Like drafting it. There's still a long way to go after that. But yeah, I just finished that, and then um, I'm supposed to work on a gothic romance and finish that, which has been
Ooh.
Ooh.
yeah. I'm like,
Okay.
okay. It's like, I mean, it's I would say it's like a little bit of horror in there too. Like romantic gothic horror vibes, but not extremely dark, you know.
Yeah.
We
Um,
just read a gothic horror-ish book
yeah,
a few weeks
Yeah.
ago for the podcast, and
yeah,
I
that's what,
I
like
liked it.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
vibe. Yeah, I'm
It's a
like,
great
Yeah.
vibe. I
I'm finished that.
Storygraph says this is a book one. Is
I was gonna
there
say I hear that
Oh
there's a
yeah,
cliffhanger
rumor?
heading our
I
way
mean,
that I'm terrified.
yeah, there's supposed to be another book. I just am not
Are
sure.
are we is so like when we finish this, are we throwing it across the room and cursing your name?
Probably.
Okay. That's I mean that's good to
Yay!
know. That's
You're gonna
good
be
to
like,
know.
okay,
But
yeah,
just remember that our inbox is always open.
Yeah.
yeah,
If you need to like, send a draft over for any reason whatsoever.
yeah. I'm like,
Put us
yeah.
out
I
of our
mean, I
misery.
started book two. I did start it, and I think I got to about like 17,000 words, and then I had to pause because of some other deadline commitments. So who knows when the next one will be out, but
Don't
it's
tell
in
us
the works.
yet.
We're gonna start crying.
Like
I'm
it's in
gonna
the
Well,
cry
works.
right now.
we do this is actually the time when we have to give you a
Oh
little bit of
yeah.
bad news. And
Uh-oh.
that is now that you've been on the podcast, you're actually legally obligated to come back for all future book
Okay.
releases. So sorry.
We're
How
not sorry
terrible.
at all about it.
No.
Like,
Fighting.
You just got to come back. Them's the rules.
Yeah.
You signed it in
I'm
blood
ready.
at some point. We're pretty sure.
Virtual blood? Is it virtual?
yes.
Exactly. Yes. That's definitely how that works.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be back. That was
All
so
right.
fun.
Yay.
We had so much
Amazing.
fun with you.
Okay, everybody who is listening, the book is out. You can go get a copy.
And the
It's called
audiobook is so good. I've been listening while I've been working.
Jonice Abbott
Oh,
Pratt is such a wonderful,
I know.
wonderful narrator. I love her so much. It's out now. It's so pretty. Go to the store. Go
Beautiful.
grab a
That's the
copy. Go.
bedazzled version. I had it. Somebody bedazzled it.
Oh, I love that's
Gorgeous.
so sparkly. Go pick it up before the pretty. I mean, it'll always be pretty here, but
Yeah, but
these
before you
these will
lose
run
these
out.
edges.
Yeah, the
Yes. So
edges.
go pick up a copy. Go grab several copies and give them as gifts for Christmas, okay? Maybe
I'm gonna
we
go
can
get some and
pressure
put them
her
up
into
for my
writing
girls.
faster.
I'm gonna
I'm
put
just
some
kidding.
up for the twins, and if they find them,
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
they
If
find
they
them.
How old
find
are
them, they
they?
find them.
They're
They're
17.
they're
So I
Oh,
like
mean,
okay,
they're
okay.
practically
yeah.
they're getting there.
I was thinking like they were like 14 or 15. I'm like,
No, they just turned
okay.
17. Yeah.
Oh,
They're getting close.
yeah,
They're
they're close.
getting
Yeah.
close.
Okay.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if they've already read similar things.
Probably not.
As long as you're not handing it to
Anytime
them,
I
we're
say,
good.
what book did you just read? I don't remember the title. Like, oh, you don't?
Mhm.
Okay, sure, sure.
I was that 17-year-old. Okay.
Yep. Yep. That's funny.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, thank you so much, Tenora. This has
Thanks,
been
y'all,
so much fun.
for having me. I appreciate it.
We
Of
loved it. We can't wait for
course.
the next time.
I know.
Yay.
Thank you.
All right, we'll talk
We'll talk to you
soon.
Okay.
soon.
Bye.
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 I
I
love her
adore her
so
so
much.
much. I love her. I love her. I love her.
And oh my God, she's so beautiful.
I know. It's so unfair.
I'm
She's
just like,
gorgeous.
I'm sorry. Like, am I supposed to be able to talk? She's this beautiful woman just sitting right in front of me,
I know. Her
like talking to
smile
me.
is insane.
Uh,
Oh,
yes, she's so much
I love
fun.
her.
I love her. I love her
And
so
she's so
much.
talented.
I know.
Actually, we need to just get her back for her thriller too.
I
It doesn't
know.
have to be a romantasy.
I
Like I want her back for
love
that too, but
I love
I love a
thrillers
good
too,
thriller.
man. I know.
Yeah.
I
And
might
that would get her back so that we'd be able to talk to her sooner.
the whole like she was talking about thrillers and I was like, I really want to like read a couple thrillers now. Like I've
Yeah,
been
I
in such
haven't
a
in a while.
fantasy. Yeah, me too.
I've
I
been so
did.
in fantasy that
Yeah.
now I'm kind of in a not Mayhem in the Mortal. I'm loving it, but like I've started and stopped several fantasies because it's like
Right. I
which I
know.
never thought would happen to me.
It's
But
just been
yeah,
like
a
I need a
spooky,
change. I need a
yeah,
change.
I
I'm
need
gonna
some
listen to some
murder.
thrillers. I know. I'm gonna go hop onto Libby right now and grab like her entire backlist.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah,
feel like
perfect.
that would be a really fun time. Yay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she was so much fun.
Yes. All right.
All right.
I guess
Spiel?
now, yeah, now normally would be the time we'd make an announcement, but we don't have any announcements because while we are recording an interview next week, it's not being released until a couple weeks later. So you will just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
And if you're on our Patreon, then you already know. Good for you. So happy
You
for
got extra time to get your questions in.
you. So, yes, now it is time for a spiel. Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, friends, if you enjoyed this episode, please like, follow, and subscribe wherever you are listening to us. Follow us on social media. We are at The Incoherent Fangirl on all the things. Visit our website, theincoherentfangirl.com, where you can also stream all of our episodes as well as read our blog. Uh, as mentioned, you can subscribe to our Patreon for early access to podcast episodes, full video episodes, bonus content, and the opportunity to ask questions of our guests before they join us on the podcast, which is super fun stuff. I love that so much. If you're interested in some merch, you can shop our merch store, theincoherentfangirl.com/shop. Lots of cute things because Mandy gets bored with an iPad and she makes us cute things, and we love her for that. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, suggestions, design ideas, you just want to tell us that we're pretty, we will
We'll take
accept all
it.
of that. In our inbox, theincoherentfangirl@gmail.com. We love hearing from y'all. And of course, one last way to support the podcast is to rate and review on whatever platform you're listening to us on. Please give us your words.
Give
You
us
know we
those
love
words.
words. She is at Mandy Perv on all the things.
She's at Miss Made in China on all the things.
And once you followed us on social media and you followed the podcast on social media, you can head over and visit our internet besties and do some self-care because we love you and we want you to stick around.
Yeah.
First up, you're going to head over to our friends at Here Comes the Nerd at herecomesthenerd.com. Get you some pins and artsy goodies, some
And
cute
these stickers.
stationery. Use code FANGIRL and you'll get 20% off your first order.
Then what are you going to do? Then you're going to head to onceuponabookclub.com. You're going to use code Karen10 to get 10% off of a subscription or any extra boxes or goodies that they have. But you're going to want to spell Karen right, or I guess we're going to have to make your sibling be the one who's about to fall prey to a curse, and you have to go on a quest to save them. So
Yeah, that
you may not be so lucky. So
not so much. Next up, you're going to head over and visit our friend Amber D. Lewis at amberdlewis.com. Add 10 of everything to your cart, and then you'll use code FANGIRL10 and you'll get 10% off the 10 of everything, which means you've gotten one of everything for free, mathematically
math.
speaking.
That's
So
math.
you're welcome.
Yeah, good job. And last but not least, you can support my family. You can follow the show husband on at Born and Josh on all the things. And you can follow at Searchers Believe, which is the paranormal investigation group. If you go to searchersbelieve.com/shop and use code fangirl10, you'll get 10% off of merch also designed by yours truly. You can follow at Searchers Podcast on all the things. I'm trying to get them to record some more episodes. It's just busy, 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 busy. Um, what else? Oh, our streaming platform is the big one. Go follow at Stream Beacon TV on all the things. I am their social media manager, so go leave some likes and comments. Yeah.
Yay.
And if you'd like to subscribe to the platform, you can go to streambeacontv.com. Use code fangirl10. You'll get 10% off of your subscription. A lot of cool things coming soon. And then last but not least, you can buy my book. Yay! It's The Living and the Dead. It's about a girl named Abby who was born a ghost and ages like the living, and the Reaper who would die to get her to look at him.
Just a look.
Yeah, just one. He's a yearny boy. He's even yearnier in book two, for reasons.
Yeah.
And if you go to I'm on all the major retailers, you can order it pretty much anywhere. But if you would like a signed copy, you can get it at apurvis.com. Use code Aaron Warner for 10% off because it would not be me if I didn't make something about Aaron Warner.
Facts. Facts
And
on
raison
facts.
d'etre. So, yeah.
And
That
that
was
was the
Incoherent
Incoherent
Fangirl.
Fangirl. Thanks for
Thank
listening. We
you.
love
Love
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
We are sponsored by our friends at Here Comes the Nerd. Pins, stickers, magnets, and more. Here Comes the Nerd has happy art for all fandom-loving hearts. New customers can use coupon code FANGIRL during checkout for 20% off their first order at herecomesthenerd.com. Coupon applies to ready-to-ship items only.